Hi everyone. I just got I'm going to just close that up. That's the address. You can see that. Right. I just placed an order. Now I found this place yesterday. Yes. And I've been going back and forward and I'm really sorry about my camera. It's showing a bit funny tonight. Right. Anyway, I found a site and it's for lace and trim mainly. They do other things, but that's their most important thing to do. Excuse me, I'm sorry if I'm making me sick. I'm just trying to improve the picture a wee tiny bit because it's a bit on the blurry side. Yeah, it's mostly laces and trims, but the prices are phenomenal. I am not sure yet of the quality, but looking at the laces, it's most of the laces that we get here in the UK, so they are pretty decent quality from what I can see. They have got a wee bit of feedback, I'm sure. Excuse the dog in the background, he's got itchy ears. There. Max! What a dog. Some laces. No, I can't see a feedback bit. Tell us what you think. Well, they have, yeah. I don't know if they've maybe closed their store for a while. Or maybe folk just haven't left them feedback. Wasn't very easy to find right enough, the feedback. But the last feedback was July the 4th, 2012. But every one of them, which is a bit dubious actually. I don't know, there's a few websites on it as well though. Is that a normal site? Wait a minute. I don't want to recommend something if it's not legit, if you know what I mean. I don't know. I mean, a lot of the names aren't repeated. But as I said, I have been online a fair bit and I've never came across this site before. Which makes me think it seems alright. But time will tell, I suppose. Anyway, I ordered trims, lace, including gathered lace. I don't have a lot of gathered lace and I have ordered a fair bit of gathered lace. They have a section on it for, it's called the £1 lace lots. Now they've got 2 yards of 7-inch white gathered broderie ongley. Now I think inch is the wrong word, I think it's centimetres. I'm a liar. 2 yards and 7 inches. Is that the one I ordered? How is that out of stock? Doesn't matter anyway, just for instance, it was 2 yards 7 inches of white broderie ongley and it's 3 1/4 inch wide for £1. And it's white. And I did order this one. This is 2 yards of flat peach lace, 2-inch wide, and it was £1. And it's quite a stiff lace, they have wrote that on it. So under those circumstances, I think they are being quite informative. I also bought, it's 3 yards of flat white edging lace. It looks really, really delicate, and it's ½ inch wide. But for the 3 yards, there's £1. You can't moan at that. You really can't, and it's scalloped at both ends. But that would be ideal for round a tag or round a card side or something along those lines. And I also ordered, it's 4 yards of flat green edging lace, and it's 1/4 inch wide. And I would say it's more of a sea green or a teal green. It's quite a deep green, more of a bluey green. It's lovely, and that was £1. So it's not all rubbish in the pound section. But in total, I hope these are sitting down. But this will last me the rest of the year, I'm hoping. I spent, wait a minute, I found the email. I'm hopeless today. I've just been busy working, trying to fix my craft room up, and I've ordered another 2 sets of drawers. My drawers came today, and they're fantastic. They're really deep. They're quite a good height. So I've ordered another 2 sets of them, and 2 small sets that will fit under my desk. I'm hoping to try and get a hold of some. I know my brother had one. I don't know if he's still got it, and it's just a 2-drawer filing cabinet, and it's for my A4 paper. I think it'll be easier to deal with in a filing cabinet, because just now I have got boxes upon boxes of it. But if I've got a small 2-drawer a small 2-drawer filing cabinet, I can bring out maybe a handful of each colour, put it in there, and then just stock it up as I need to. Because just now it's just boxes upon boxes, and it is driving me bananas, and it's not letting me craft to my full ability, because I keep having to, if it's not at hand, I just think, nah, I can't be bothered. And I will either look for something else or I just won't do it. Anyway, my full amount including delivery was £104.21. But this was for, now, believe it or not, I have ordered 112 yards, it's in yards, 112 yards of lace and trims. On top of that, I have ordered 50 yards of tulle. 25 is white and 25 is organza lavender, and it's 6-inch wide. And I also ordered grip seal bags, because when I'm sending out racks and things, at the minute I do have some, but not a lot, and I want to have them in their wee baggies so that I can have them all together for everyone. But as I said, this is quite a hefty amount, but I mean, you can see here, I don't even know if you will be able to see. There we go. Just that it's still enough, you might be able to see it. But I mean, that's the prices of what I paid. I mean, broadly wrongly, There's 2 yards of white, 3¼ inch wide for £2.20. As I said, you can't get that over here for the prices. I know that we can get it from Fiona, but, and it's not any disrespect to Fiona, and I will still order the bits that I do need, but the things that I have got from Fiona, I've got plenty of. The only things that I will probably buy off Fee on top of this, unless it's crap quality, and if it's crap quality I'm going to cry, but the only thing I will top it up with is proper vintage, if there is, because I don't have a lot of, what do they call it on here? Venice lace? Yeah. They don't have a lot of that on it, like the really fancy laces. It is just a lot of flat lace and broderie anglais, and they also have a fair selection of gathered laces, but it's something different from what Fee's been offering. And as I said, I have been sorting out my laces, so I knew what I needed, I knew what I needed to top up, but I also knew that the things I had from Fee I had plenty of, which is why I'm not going to Fee for another lot, because I would end up with more of the same. Mostly, don't get me wrong, there is always something different, but Fiona herself will tell you. In fact, the last lot that I got from Fee, she actually waited a wee while to send it, because she didn't want my kits looking the same, because she hadn't had any fresh stock in since I ordered the previous one. And I'm a bit of a hoarder with a lot of the vintage laces, the proper antique laces as well. I am a hoarder, I won't use them unless it's obviously for something really, really special, then I will use them. But as I said, there's a few black ones on here as well, which I don't have many of, and the gathered ones, there's a lot of them as well. So that was my order tonight. I have been busy downstairs, and I will be busy probably tomorrow as well, so there won't be much of an update from me tomorrow. I haven't went missing in action. I'm just trying to get all that craft rubbish sorted. There's just so much of it. I'm totally overwhelmed, if I'm really honest. And I'm hoping the things that I've got I'll be able to utilise better now, because I've cleared out and maximised its usage. I have got drawers for my fabric samples. I've got drawers, and I've actually sat today, I had bought a material job lot from a lady in Glasgow, maybe about 8 weeks ago, 12 weeks ago, something along the lines, and it was just in a bag, and a lot of it was remnants, and it was like triangles, and I thought, I kept leaving it aside, and I thought, it's going to end up going blooming mothballs lying over there. So I sat today and I pulled it all out. I cut it all down to sizes that I'll work with. The triangles I have put in a separate box, and I will use them for die cutting flowers, etc. And then I'll Mod Podge them and shape them slightly so that they're usable. And it's also left me perfect squares of the fabric to use on other things. But the triangles that I cut off, I will use them possibly in other projects and things, but it just meant that I now have drawers with correct materials in them. My ribbons, I haven't sorted any of them out today because my drawers arrived. They are just dumped in 2 drawers at the moment. I have my printed character ones in one drawer, and all my self-coloured in another drawer, and ones that I sorted out last night, my black, white and silver, are in a separate drawer, and I will be putting them into that drawer once they are fixed properly. The top drawers of both the units have things that I use the most. My paints, my sprays, my gesso, Mod Podge, things that are going to be at hand, and it means that I can pull this over and it's all ready to go. So it is getting there, but it is slow. In this way, with these drawers, it means I don't need to pack away all my card things. They can still be sitting on the shelf, and when and if I'm making cards, I can pull them over. I am also looking for, and if anyone knows where to find them, I am looking for a photo album. Now, if you can get one, I obviously don't go out and about, so I don't know. I know the works and that are quite handy for bits and bobs. I am looking for a photo album or a ring binder, A5 sized, and it is to store my dies. The reason I'm saying A5 sized, I had looked online at an index box which went up to a 5x7, which would have fitted most of them, but there is a few I think that would struggle. And what I'm hoping for is if anyone can find them, let me know. If I can get it online, I'll buy it online. If I can't, if you would buy it, I will send you the money via PayPal for you to buy it and for you to post it to me. That's not a problem. I will probably be needing two, because what I'm hoping to do is when I do my die cutting, I do not pull my machine out willy-nilly. I pull it out once maybe a month, once a fortnight, and die cut for a good few hours and make sure that I have got a fair amount. The only time I will die cut specifically is if it's for a project I need on a separate coloured material. If I need it for, say, a black card, I will then cut it separately. But as a whole, I don't. As a whole, I just go with the flow and order as I go along. Cut as I go along on once off. I do it all on white 300 GSM card, which is easy enough to spray, easy enough to recolour using acrylic paint, using embossing powders, using distress inks, using markers. It's so simple to recolour. So I don't have to pull it out all the time, so I try and cut a fair amount of each die ahead of time, and it means when I need a die, I know it's there. So my plan is for one album to be for my dies and one album to be for my die cuts, so that they're categorised in order. So if anybody can find them or knows where I can get them, please let me know. It is roughly an A5, whether it is a photo album or a A5 ring binder, just let me know. But I think that's it for tonight. Yep. As I said, I probably will be AWOL tomorrow. I have replied to as many of the comments that I could today. The boys are down watching football just now, Jordan and a few of his friends are in. Ian's away to Paisley to do a bit of shopping, and Jaden, believe it or not, is actually still out playing out the front, and it's just starting to get dark, so he'll be coming in very shortly and getting dunked in a bath and then PJs in bed. Anywho, a mosque. Thanks for watching, and I will leave the link to this company down below. I will also do a whole video when the stuff arrives and let you know the quality. As I said, I'm quite hopeful that the quality is fine. It has been paid through PayPal, so that there's no risks with my money as such. But we'll wait and see. Anyway, good night, and I hope you all have a happy day tomorrow. Take care for now. Bye bye.